Good evening, Carver Nation. It brings me immense pleasure to welcome the class of 2020 graduates, faculty, family, friends, and distinguished guests. I am Asli Perez Ayala. I am honored to be Carver High School Student Government President. All of us are blessed with talents and are worth congratulating, so we are here to celebrate the happiness we are all feeling in our hearts. This day is one of monumental importance for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it marks the end of an era for the class of 2020 and a new beginning as well. Though our time in high school has come to an end, the knowledge and experience we have gained here are only going to help us in the future, whether you are pursuing higher education, joining the armed forces, or entering the workforce. The important lesson we have learned here will serve to guide all of us for the rest of our lives. I can imagine how all of us are feeling at this moment, and this is not how we all wanted to celebrate the hard work we put in for the last 4 years. But God has still given us the chance to receive our high school diploma one way or another. I would like to thank everyone who helped and supported our individual journeys. I'd also like to personally thank my parents and my 2 brothers who have done nothing but love and support me throughout my journey in becoming the young and inspired Latina woman that I am today. And to all my fellow Carver alumni who have heard me for the past few months in the morning and afternoon announcements, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. And remember, Carver Nation, the nation begins with you. Thank you.
My name is Shay Woodbury, Chair of the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Board of Education, and I bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Education and the Superintendent, Dr. Angela Harrison. It is an honor and privilege to recognize and celebrate the graduating class of 2020 of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. This class has definitely made history because you have persevered through a global pandemic. You have learned to love more because of a global pandemic, and you will transform our world after a global pandemic. This community is proud of you, love you, and wish you the best. So we hope you stay safe. May you have peace and many blessings. Thank you.
To the class of 2020, I am honored to be before you for this special occasion. While the culminating experience for many classes before you was the traditional pomp and circumstance, your experience here today cannot be described as traditional because these are not traditional times. In spite of all that you've endured, you have risen to the challenge to be one of our most successful graduating classes. Your school graduation here today is the beginning of a new journey in life. One that is full of self-discovery and opportunity to take on the world. The Winston-Salem Forsyth County graduating class of 2020 is made up of 3,900 students who can be described as the generation to pave the way to a different type of world, one in which we will be proud to live and grow in years to come. This class has endured and demonstrated leadership beyond imagination. You are on track to receive more than $120 million in academic scholarships. You are Moorhead Scholars. You are National Merit Scholars. You are Park Scholars. You are Cheatham White Scholars. You are Academy appointments. You will attend HBCUs across the country. You will attend Ivy League universities across the country. You will attend community colleges, public and private, across this great nation. You will enter every branch of the armed forces. You will enter the workforce. You are recipients of the Winston-Salem Foundation Youth Grant Makers in Action. You are recipients of the YMC Black Achievers Awards. Nearly 1,500 of you are Crosby Scholars. How great that is. You are the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Governor's Volunteer Service Award recipients, and you are the YMCA Latino Achievers Award winners. But none of that matters as much as the fact that you are the proud graduates, the great graduates, the wonderful students of very proud parents, grandparents, and other family members. This graduating class will never be forgotten. You will never be forgotten. You are a special group of students. I challenge you to go forward and lead, go forward and change the world. Go forward and dare to be all you can be. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Good evening, class of 2020, family, friends, and guests. Congratulations on overcoming this important milestone. My name is Lamisha King, and I am proud to be the salutatorian of Carver High School's graduating class of 2020. I am extremely proud of myself and my fellow classmates who worked hard for the last 4 years to get to this day. A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. This quote inspires me because anything worth having never comes easy and takes perseverance. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our distinguished guest speaker, Ms. Portia Jones. Portia Jones is a member of the Community Engagement Team at Novant Health. She received her BA in Communications from Wake Forest University and MS in Rehabilitation Counseling at Winston-Salem State University. As a former Division I athlete, she developed leadership skills, communication skills, and personable skills that have created countless opportunities in her personal, professional, and athletic branding. She is the president and founder of Bond Basketball LLC, youth sports hosting company, where her company hosts more than 40 events per year in the Triad area, offering exposure, sportsmanship, and development for young student athletes. The foundation of Bond was created through nonprofit efforts to provide leadership, discipline, SAT prep, and athletic development for young women and men aspiring to further their education by attending college. Before transitioning from nonprofit status in 2016, Bond had accumulated 22 full scholarships, both athletically and academically, from 2 graduating classes, 100% success rate of transitioning high school students to college students. Additionally, she is the co-owner of J-Mac Prestige Trucking Incorporated, where the vision is to strive to deliver exceptional work with clients by operating in safety with reliability and efficiency. She has received countless awards, most recently Winston-Salem Chamber 40 Under 40 Award, Most Influential 40 Under 40 African Americans in the Piedmont Triad, 50 Most Influential African Americans in the Triad, and Carver High School Athletic Hall of Fame inaugural induction. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, National Women of Achievement, and National Council of Negro Women. Her foundation is rooted through the halls of Carver High School and from the educators who have positively impacted her life.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. My name is Portia Jones. I'm a graduate of the class of 2002 from Carver High School. I want to first thank the administration and staff for simply giving me the invite, the opportunity to impart into your lives. Nothing would serve my heart better than to see you march across that stage and celebrate like only a Carver Yellow Jacket can. But today, we celebrate new beginnings from a magical place. And yes, this is a magical place. It's magical because unlike any other place in the world, it's a place where diversity is celebrated and everyone is included because of the dedication and the overall commitment, not only for Carver Nation, but the entire community. In this place, despite the fact that we have successes and challenges that coexist in our lives and in our world, it's still a place where we're able to proclaim our rich history and our rich culture. And despite our deficits and our struggles, we still prevail. This magical place is Carver High School, the home of the Yellow Jacket. So take a bow. You are now part of a rich legacy. I remember walking through the halls of Carver High, teachers in the hallways encouraging me to get to class on time, my students and friends figuring out where we were going to eat lunch. Even had sports where we had football players who dominated the Forsyth County school system from a regional, local, and even a state level. Year after year, countless student athletes received full scholarships, not only on the football field, but on the basketball court, where my junior year, we went 30-0. And we dominated again on the regional, the local, and the state level. We had the best cheerleaders, the most entertaining sweet singers, and the most electrifying band in Winston-Salem that went beyond, far beyond East Winston. While all of these are considered successes, we had to fight to be respected academically for all the hard work, for all the achievements and everything that we were to accomplish. But yet we still prevailed. You see, I was once in your shoes, uncertain of my journey, but remembering those who imparted into my life, the countless teachers and mentors and counselors, and even the community. They became my jacket family, and they told me I could and I would find greatness and be successful. You'll hear it takes a village, and that is true, but only to a certain extent. Because what my experiences have taught me is that ultimately it's up to one person, and that person is you. You must make a decision today to believe in you, to know that you are able, that no barrier can ever stop you. Remember your legacy and the power that you have within you for a better tomorrow, because you will prevail. Now remember, even when we celebrate new beginnings, we will have new challenges that present themselves. But I challenge you to never run away from new challenges and to embrace every moment, especially the moments of uncertainty, because they build character. Remember your rich Carver High School legacy and all the things that have made you who you are. Never allow your fears to make you doubt yourself, or to think that you're not smart enough, or your parents not rich enough, or that maybe college isn't for you. Remember those things that would typically break you that have made you stronger. I'm telling you now, those people who imparted in my life, they changed my world. And I'm here today to try my best to change yours, because you will prevail. And you have to fight, not with your hands and your fists, but fight for your future. Fight for your parents and your grandparents and those who came before you that were not allowed to achieve. Fight for your siblings who admire everything about you, and fight for your generation. You know, there's a certain method of the madness to be a yellow jacket. One of the important things is that we sting, we captivate, and we achieve. You're here because you've done those things throughout your high school legacy. As you start tapping into your new beginning, remember it's an opportunity to lead and never to follow. As President Barack Obama encouraged us to do, number one, don't be afraid. Afraid to fail, afraid to conquer, afraid to be the first to do it the right way. And number two, do what you feel is right. Always do what you feel is right. Hold those values close to you, like honesty, hard work, truthfulness, integrity, and kindness, even when it's hard and uncomfortable, because those values will bring you opportunity. It will place you in the right conversations and with the right people who can ultimately change your life. Be the solution and not the problem, because the world is yours. 2020 is a year to remember, not only because you've missed your senior prom, or you don't get the opportunity to march across the stage, or not even due to the coronavirus, solely because 2020 is a year for you to prevail. It's a year that you have decided to believe in you and to begin writing your own plan and executing your plan and changing your generational outcomes. Be proud of this new beginning, because the best is yet to come. There's so many things that I would love to share with you, but on today with our new beginnings and even the challenges that we may face, on behalf of Carver High School, the graduating class of 2002, the administration, faculty, staff, coaches, parents, and guardians, I, Portia Jones, congratulate you on your new beginning. The power is within you to soar, to sting, to captivate, and to achieve.
Montague Medal was first awarded in 1889 by Colonel Montague, an attorney and resident of Winston-Salem who was very interested in education. He died in 1938, and in his will, he created a trust, now administered by the Winston-Salem Foundation, to continue the awarding of the Montague Medal. This medal is awarded to the senior who has the highest quality point average during the senior year with no grade lower than a B. The student who qualifies for this award receives a medal and a letter of recognition from the Winston-Salem Foundation. The student who has achieved the distinction this year obtained a 4.25 weighted GPA average during her senior year. This year's recipient is Miss Willia Marshal. Congratulations! It is with tremendous pride and pleasure that I present Melanie Mata Noyola with the Winston-Salem Journal Valedictorian Award, which is presented to the senior identified as having attained the highest 4-year cumulative quality point average, for which Melanie was a 4.0357. Please join me in congratulating Melanie for her outstanding academic achievement, as she will receive a crystal obelisk sponsored by the Winston-Salem Journal. We will now hear a valedictory address from Miss Melanie Mata Noyola.
Good evening, Carver Nation. I would like to express my appreciation to all of my teachers, friends, and family members who helped me to get to where I am right now, standing here in front of you. I would also like to thank the administration for providing me with this opportunity. As I wrote this speech, I contemplated on what I would speak about. There were various topics I felt I should address and wanted to incorporate into my speech. Topics such as gender equality, mental health, discrimination, and even immigration laws. In the end, I chose to speak about what has personally impacted me, the lives of my close friends, family, and my biggest supporters, my parents. In other words, I'm speaking about my motivators. I am motivated by my father's calloused hands after years of hard work to provide for his family. I am motivated by my mother, whose health became my top priority when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. I am motivated by every immigrant parent who came to this country with absolutely nothing, but worked their hardest to give their children the opportunity to chase their dreams and aspirations. My motivation comes from my Hispanic culture and the endless amount of support given to me. I am not only proud to be standing here representing my fellow classmates and my family, but also representing all genders, races, cultures, religions, and the hardworking people this world has. My name is Melanie Mata Noyola, the daughter of 2 hardworking immigrant parents, and I am honored to be standing here as Carver High School's valedictorian for the class of 2020. Since I was 5 and entered the schooling system, my parents pushed me to value education due to the limited access they themselves had to education because of their impoverished background. Because of this disadvantage, I learned to take everything I do seriously and to put in the effort to complete tasks such as becoming a member of countless extracurricular activities throughout high school and working hard to graduate top of my class. However, these achievements did not come easily. Nearly 4 years ago, I remember leaving my middle school classroom for the last time and heading into the exciting and scary world of high school. Now that day seems so far away. During our time in high school, we listened to unfamiliar voices speak and tell us how much we would learn over the next 4 years. We trusted complete strangers who were overwhelmingly enthusiastic and sometimes even borderline crazy about education. They gave us advice that would help guide us throughout our high school journey. Many of us quickly made new friends, joked around, and acted like everything was better than it had ever been. But deep down, whether we wanted to admit it or not, a sense of fear lingered in the pits of our stomachs. The fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, and the fear of the future. We feared losing touch with the friends we had made, and we had feared not finding the ideal career pathway for us. I know a lot of you were nervous, though none of us will admit it now. High school can be intimidating for sure, but it can also be a place for growth. If you didn't spend all your time updating your Facebook or posting pictures on Instagram, or even if you did, you had the opportunity to meet and mingle with hundreds of other students. You got the chance to share ideas, passions, and strengths. While the unfortunate circumstances in the months approaching graduation became a nightmare to the world, we as seniors couldn't believe that we were being robbed of the 1 year that was dedicated to us. We had to adjust our learning habits, our schedules, and adjust to a life we knew nothing about and were honestly not ready for. We were losing the chance to make monumental memories with our friends, such as going prom shopping, competing in competitions, playing our spring sports, and walking our high school hallways just one last time. We couldn't believe that the finish line was so close and yet being pushed farther away from us. We have felt the hopelessness and uncertainty of the reality that we would not be given the chance to walk across the stage and be handed our diplomas as our loved ones watched and cheered our names proudly. We never thought that one random Friday in the middle of March would be the last time we walked through those halls. At first, we were all excited to be given a break from high school, But when we began to realize that we weren't returning, we began to regret the times we uttered the words, "I'll do that during second semester." We were upset in various ways that COVID-19 was interrupting everyone's lives. We had conflicting feelings. We didn't know if our feelings were validated due to so many people losing their lives, while we seniors lost our high school experience. We began to feel as though the last 4 years had slipped right through our fingers. And despite all, here we are, being the class that overcomes all hardships, no matter how hard they are. As I remember the faces of my fellow classmates, perceptions of individuals wash away. I no longer see people as they were. I see them as they will be. Rather than a young boy who loves art class, I see the next architectural genius. Rather than a shy young girl, I see someone who will be the voice of thousands of people. I see the class of 2020 as the next Einsteins making revolutionary discoveries. This class has next decade's great business leaders, doctors, politicians, veterans, and scientists. All of these graduates will contribute to the fabric of the future in some way. As I read this speech, waves of emotions pass through me. For family and friends, the sense of pride you have for your graduates' accomplishments is unmeasurable. Your parents have a sense of joy in knowing that the child they've raised earned a high school diploma and that their babies are moving out into the world. Our brothers and sisters have gained a whole new sense of respect for the person who we're slowly becoming. We have spent the past years wandering the halls of this great school, and now we are conflicted on whether we are ready to go on or not. We have learned, laughed, loved, gotten into trouble, and most of all matured together. But today doesn't just concern reminiscing about the past. It's also about looking forward into our future. So as I am looking at the bright horizon that is my future, I am happy. My life will not only contain sadness and heartbreak, but it will also hold joy, love, and success. And I know my classmates' lives will too. The world has made us realize that we are at a turning point in each of our lives. We must set goals because when we leave the place that has been our home for 4 years now, we will start over. We will meet new people, make new friends, and learn new things. We will grow older, more responsible, and independent. After college, we are left to face the reality that is our future. Our lives will hold many surprises for us, but I'm sure that we will approach challenges with the same boldness and equanimity which we tackle problems currently. Over the course of the next few years, some of you may end up at a university or trade school. You may begin working full-time, join the armed forces, or even start a family. We have been given such rich opportunities, and for that reason, I believe that we can overcome any obstacle we may face. And we should, because if we don't, we will only be wasting our potential. We are the class of 2020, a powerhouse of innovation and creativity. We will push boundaries to make this world a better place, even if it's just in small ways. No matter what your dream is for the future, you can get there with dedication, determination, and focus that you have learned while here at Carver High School. So don't look back in regret. Look forward and smile. Always remember where you came from and always persevere to where you are going. Thank you.
If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I'm calling every woman, I'm calling every man. With a generation, we can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late. We've been looking for a song to sing, in search for a melody, in search for someone to need. We've been looking for the world to change. If you feel the same, then go on and say, if you're out there, then sing along with me. If you're out there, I'm dying to believe that you're out there. Stand up and say it loud if you're out there. Tomorrow's starting now. Promises, no more call to war, unless it's love and peace that we're really fighting for. So we can destroy hunger, and we can conquer I'm calling every man. We're the generation. We can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late.
Congratulations to the amazing Carver High School class of 2020. As your principal, I stand with you filled with pride and awe at how you have overcome obstacles that we have never experienced. I know this is not what you had in mind for your last semester of your senior year, or even your graduation. I know also that things didn't go as you had planned, but to watch you rise above it all was phenomenal. When the world was full of uncertainty and fear, you took lemons and made lemonade. Even with broken heart about missing your friends, senior prom, senior day, spring sports, concerts, competitions, and the last walk through the halls, you still persevered. We watched as you navigated remote learning with ease and showed us how to dance in the rain on TikTok. You entertained the world through your pandemic graduation pictures and created smiles on Microsoft Teams with your teachers. We know you are a class like none other. Your positive attitude opened the world to new beginnings and better tomorrows. You left a mark of excellence that will remain a part of Carver High School. Graduation is not an end goal, but a part of the larger journey. Let your future be guided by your dreams and passion. You have filled us with hope, demonstrating your grit in accomplishing goals with unwavering commitment. I hope all of you can take this personal accomplishment as an example of how anything is truly possible when you put your mind to it. Suzanne Collins sums up hope in this simple but powerful quote. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. How true. Hope will push you to beat the odds. Hope will push you beyond your fears. Hope will see you through. You are powerful beyond measures and an unstoppable force that the world has been waiting for. You are the class that will open the world to new cures, new opportunities, and new beginnings. You are the awesome class of Carver High School 2020. The world is waiting for you. We will now prepare to present the graduates.
The official awarding of a diploma is contingent upon completion of all graduation requirements. Willow Andrea Wells Addison. Aaliyah Fantasia Alford. Kennedy DeRay Allen. Maria Azucena Alvarado Rayo. Daphne Alvarez Patricio. William Christopher Anthony. Keely Regina Argueta Caius. Dylan Alexis Avila. Valeria Elizabeth Aviles Santos. Jayla Nicole Bazemore. John Angel Benitez Lopez. Destiny Monique Bess. Terrion Dakari Bethay. Elijah Charles Bolston. Lindsay Yaharia Bracamontes Figueroa. Jahan Allen Brown. Shania Reese Brown. Cameron Ariel Lee Brown Gilbert. Deshaun Wayne Cameron. Nathaniel Benjamin Campbell. Emmanuel Carrillo. Luis Manuel Cartagena Colon. Micaiah Tonay Carter. Miguel Angel Castañeda Cisneros. Ruth Nelly Castillo Martinez. Jan Elias Cifuentes Medel. Raekwon Keyshawn Clark. Alondra Clavel Lorenzo. Brandon Daquan Clayton. Diamond Alasia Cloud. Dominique Douglas Cockerham. Tierra Monet Coleman. Jasmine Soleil Cross. Khalil Shanton Crossan. Jesus de la Paz Yanez. Ellie Idy Delgado Lopez. Ruquan DeMonte Edwards. Paul Turner Eldridge III. Nora Emeteria Furman. Christopher Flores Rodriguez. Destiny Michelle Forbes. Azure Ajane Frazier. Xavier Knox Gaddy. Joanna Galindo Hernandez. Nancy Yaritza Garcia Candela. Brandon Garcia Cisneros. Isidra Garcia Marin. Itzler Manuel Garcia Ramos. Najah Denard Gaskins Brown. Zachary Nolan George. Yatia Ashanti Gibson. Deshanti Deanna Glenn. Tyrell Adaya Gordon. Jezria Imani Grant. Aaron Jihad Hall. Delju Douglas Harris. Kayla Lucia Hernandez Ortega. Chandra Javonda Holbrook. Alexis Nicole Inge. Jada Nicole Jackson. Kevon Emmanuel John. Drayshawn Darrell Johnson. Jariah Jamil Jacqueline Jones. Nasim Akil Salah Khalid. Katrina Marie Killian. Lamisha Deshanti King. Jaden Tarsha Michelle Love. Dulce Paulette Lucio Velasquez. India Patrice Lyons Roberts. Jessica Macias. Litzy Mangadan Pastrana. Daniel Joseph Millette. Irving Marcial Gillian. Michelle Marcial Torres, Edgar Mariano Garcia, Markel Bernard Marshall, Willow Shay Marshall, Asia Danae Patrice Martin, Melanie Jaritzi Mata Noyola, Jesse Mendoza Mahia, Vanessa Miranda Caella, Patricia Mitchell, Destiny Alexis Moore, Alexis Moreno Santiago, Caleb Jashawn Morrison, Kente Dyson Morrison, Diego Armando Navarrete Caella, Michelle Noyola, Miriam Estefany Ocampo Jimenez, Lamberto Alexander Oliva Colon, Arisbeth Ortega Zapata, Kiana Desiree Pelham, Diego Orlando Pereira, Asley Denise Perez Ayala, Naya Tanae Person, Anisha Dion Porter, Axel Ramos Mendoza, Eulini Renteria Rendon, Monet Chantel Reynolds, Jayla Monique Rhodes, Nashanti Amir Riley, Samitra Maria Rodriguez, Anna Gabrielle Rodriguez Melchor, Robert Jason Rodriguez Lopez, Cameron Khalil Rogers, Diana Rojas Candela, Todd Javon Ryan, Amada Sandoval Miraqueen, Termika Anaya Saunders, Isai Sylvan Sanchez, Janice Rashana Amani Smith, Ebony Renee Stone, Malik Legend Thomas, Kajo Stephen Thon Acohen, Harris Andrea Torbett, Teresa Azucena Valencia Gomez, Brianna Christian Venable, Angel David Vicente Arzola, Renzo Hilario Villegas Diaz, Emily Elizabeth Ward, Curtis Lamonda Wilburn, Tierra Antoinette Williams, Adrian Rashawn Worthy Thomas, Cheryl Victoria Dina Wright, Jalar Pierre Wright, Maylee Zamora Cisneros, Diana Zarate Medina, Jocelyn Zeffirino Vialba, Angel LaShawn Ziegler, The official awarding of a diploma is contingent upon the completion of all graduation requirements.
By the power vested in me by the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School System and the state of North Carolina, I pronounce you graduates of Carver High School, class of 2020. You may now turn your tassel.
Oh, Carver School, the best in all the land. We will uphold the ideals for which you stand. May our sons and daughters raise their voices to you as days go by. We pledge to thee our fidelity and raise our banners high. Oh, Carver School, glorious and free, we stand together, one and all, for thee. Oh, Carver School will ever stand for thee. Oh, Carver School, we sing this praise to thee. You'll share our love wherever we may be. All our hearts are yearning, our thoughts are turning to you as days go by. As you stand